So the heel of your hand is in the center of the chest, and then the other hand is going to go right over the top of it. Your elbows are locked, and your shoulders are directly over your hands. Now, the reason why you're like this is because all your weight then is going to be focused right on this area, okay, and right on the person's chest. We started the AED program years and years ago. To give 2 breaths. In the beginning, we had enough AEDs, or we purchased enough AEDs to pretty much go through the schools, and then we had some that also went in the police department, or the police cars, and quick response vehicles like that. So it's been, I would have to say, probably got a good 10 years that we've been working on this. So, and then Judy from the chamber contacted me, and we started back up again as far as getting more into the businesses and things, as far as getting more AEDs out there for use.
Apply pads. Plug-in connector. Analyzing heart rhythm.
Stay clear of patient. Deliver shock now. Press the orange button now. Shock delivered.
And it's as simple as that. You know, you push the button, it's going to come on. It's going to explain exactly what you have to do to help that person. It tells you where to put the pads. It tells you, where to plug the connector in. And all AEDs are different, but they do the exact same thing in the end, and that's give that person a shock that they need to help get that heart back into a regular rhythm. But the training, it's very minimal, because like I said, anybody can use them. They're designed to be very user-friendly. But I think that the training, if you want to get outside training, coming down here, it's all about your comfort level. I will make sure that you are 100% comfortable with using the AEDs before you leave. If you have more questions, I'll keep answering them until you have all the information. They're incredibly easy to use. We have training classes down here all the time. I mean, if someone's interested, and we've had, since this, it went out into the Oregon Observer, we had a number of people call and say that they want to be trained in how to use the AEDs. If you're interested in the class, you can definitely call down to the fire department, and we have a number of CPR, AED, and first aid instructors here, and we have classes all the time. I've taught classes, as small as 1 person on a Sunday afternoon, and we also have classes that hold up to 20 people, depending upon the number of instructors that we have. It's extremely important. We have the number of AEDs that are out there. I mean, they're out there for a reason. Obviously, if anybody can go into cardiac arrest at any time. It doesn't matter the age, doesn't matter the health conditions. It's possible that anybody can do it. So with the number of AEDs or the number of resources that are out there, the greater chance of helping someone that's going to need that help. Like I've said before, it's proven that every minute that passes without help, that person getting help, they're going to lose a 10% chance of survival. I was told that the size of Oregon, we have a lot more AEDs than somebody else, like say Wanakee. We have probably 2 or 3 times more AEDs out there. And it's just because of the drive we have to push to get those out in the community. I was just up at Bill's last week, and we did the training up there, and everybody was, I don't want to say excited about it, but they were very curious. And when I first walked in there, I can tell that they were very apprehensive as far as, oh, you're putting this thing in here? We don't know how to use it, But after the training, everybody was very on board with it. They felt more comfortable with it. And again, it was just a little bit of talk that, hey, this thing's not going to hurt anybody. It's not going to shock somebody that doesn't need to be shocked. It's there to help the person that needs the help. And, when I left there, that was just an orientation as to, the general as to how they work. And when I got back to the station a few hours later, I had a number of those guys that want to be certified in how to use it. So it definitely created a spark, which is excellent. Quick Trip is another business. They now, each Quick Trip here in Oregon is going to have an AED, and we start the training for them next week. So after we complete the training, the AEDs we put inside their stores. But they were really receptive to it too. I mean, they were very excited to get them in there and train all their employees. Shortly after we had an AED placed at one of the churches here in Oregon, it was actually put to use, and that person went into cardiac arrest during a service, and the ushers and other people of the church went and grabbed the AED. Someone started doing chest compressions, and they shocked the person. And actually about 2 or 3 months ago, that person thanked me for the training that I gave those other people, because that saved their life. If you see someone or witness someone that needs help, and you're not comfortable helping them, you can at least go over there and ask them, if you can help them. If they seem like they're in distress, the very least you can do is call 911. If you call 911 and kind of give them what's going on with the person, they will give you instructions, CPR, or they'll give you instructions over the phone as to what you can do. They'll find out, they'll ask you if the person's breathing, they'll ask you if there's any signs of life. If not, they'll give you instructions over the phone on how to do CPR. And then what they can do is they can also, once the address pops up on their screen as to where you're at, they can say that, if you're in the Quick Trip parking lot, there's actually an AED inside Quick Trip. If you're at the Oregon pool, there's an AED located at the library, there's an AED located at the senior center, in the village hall, that you can have access to as well. They're community AEDs, and they're used, the purpose is for them to be used out in the community. Obviously the only way that you wouldn't be able to use it is if the business is closed, and it's after hours. So that's why the more AEDs that are out there, Quick Trip, perfect example, and then the other Quick Trip that's over here, they're open 24 hours. So that perfect access to, at any time that an AED is needed.